Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Nickson and Nate podcast. Welcome to another paid episode. Appreciate you all subscribing. Welcome to it. It's good to have you along on the ride.
I feel like we're veterans of this podcast game now.
Well, what, 4 episodes in and we think we're the man. It's been fun. It's been really good, man. And all the feedback we've been getting, we really appreciate that. And the subscribers are going up every single day. So if you're spreading the word, then that's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you for being our marketing team. You know, we're building a team.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've got a technical support person in Nate.
Yo, hey.
Replying to all the messages.
Remember, I am not the best when it comes to knowing what goes on with Spotify and fixing problems, but I'll try my best.
I helped somebody today.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I helped somebody get through the whole process of it.
We need to go see Spotify.
How?
I know they've got an office in Sydney. Obviously, I can't. Obviously, I can't go there.
So we'll video call.
But just need to sit down and go, hey, why are you guys making this so hard?
We this is just something that's just started, but Apple's reached out, so pretty excited about that.
What do they want?
They want to talk to us about putting the podcasts on Apple, so for Apple subscribers to be able to get it in their podcast native app.
I've got so many questions for Apple. I want to know how secure iMessage is.
It's real secure. Like, man, they that's what they said in the email they sent me. They were like, hey, we take privacy extremely seriously. So,
not that I'm doing anything.
Maybe you can ask when we have the meeting. But again, it only just started, so still so many moves to make.
Yeah, I'm excited about today's episode because we're going to test out our memory here and do a bit of recall, because a lot of people have been asking us about our journey over the last 20 years and maybe some people that have appeared on that path.
Well, there's this one story in particular that a lot of people missed when it actually happened, and it's the Aloe Blacc story. So within this podcast, we'll obviously talk about that. But it's not even just famous people. We've met some characters along the way, eh?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if you've been binge listening. Like we touched on, people that we went to school with, someone who pretended to faint to get out of an exam.
Can I kick things off?
Yeah, go.
This was probably at the height of my partying.
Yeah.
And I kind of made the decision that I was going to go sober.
Yeah.
And I spoke to a friend of mine. His name's Maka.
Yeah. Is Maka subscribed?
Yes, he has.
All right, so Maka, it's good to have you here, mate.
He's going to hear the story. So shout out to my docs, Maka. I kind of just opened up to him. I said, look, man, had enough. I'm gonna go sober. I want to stop drinking, because I was drinking every day, man. I was like, I'm going to cut this out. And he says to me, oh, Docs, proud of you, man. I've got a confession to make as well. And I go, no. I looked at him, I was like, no, what is this guy? And he goes, I've been on this for the last 2 years. And I looked at him, I was like, it's definitely not crack, because we're the same size. There's no way he's hitting that pipe. And he looks at me and goes, Shanna, I've been on steroids for 2 years.
Oh, no.
I said, where? Shanna, where are those steroids going? Because he goes,
you can't just take steroids and not go to the gym.
I was like, you better tell that guy get a refund, man. Uzo?
What are you injecting? Gelatin? Do you know, just while we talk about steroids really quickly, do you remember when I took them? I tried one cycle of steroids.
It's legal, right?
Yeah, I know it's illegal. And,
okay.
I'm not proud of it and I don't do it anymore. And,
I'm just laughing because...
But no, I need to get this off my chest. I tried one cycle of steroids, right? Because I was trying to, bulk up.
What did you take?
I don't know. The guy at the gym just injected my bum. But I put on a bit of muscle mass.
Are you sure that was steroids?
Well, see, now I question it like your mate Maka, because I took it just before my boxing match.
Oh, no way.
And I still lost. So I'm like, lucky I didn't pay for it. But also, don't do that.
But you got the blood test for the fight?
No.
Nah.
No, it was a corporate fight. I just did it for a bit of endurance. Like, apparently they said it would help with my endurance. And I was like,
How long is a cycle? Is it expensive?
I didn't pay for it.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was over 4 weeks.
Damn.
Yeah. But that, I don't know. I'm not proud of it, but it's good that I can share that in this safe space.
It's good to share so people don't go and use it.
Oh yeah, I did it so you don't have to.
Yeah. But I'll be honest. I didn't see any changes.
Yeah, right. I probably had the same bloody stuff that Maka had.
Yeah.
Sorry. What were you gonna say about Maka? So
no,
was it? Oh.
Like he's someone that in my life who had a confession, was honest about it, and he was dead serious that he took steroids for 2 years. And I swear to God, you're basically looking at another version of me. So I don't know how much they are.
Yeah,
but he needs to get a refund or like stand over the dude and get his money back.
What's the deal with your sobriety? Are you still off the drink?
Yeah, I haven't had a June 28th, 2020.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You know how you like? I don't think it's a secret, but you were a smoker.
Yeah.
You know, like actual cigarettes.
Yeah.
What happens when you go in jail? Did you have mean withdrawals?
No, or
because you can't really smoke in there, right?
So when you get, you go to jail, so you get arrested, and then if you don't get bail that day or the next day, it's usually a bad sign that you're going to be locked up in remand for a bit. So when you go to Mount Eden, they give you a box of lozenges.
Yeah.
So these are nicotine lozenges, which I didn't know at the time were like gold in there.
Yeah.
So when I walked in there, I was like, I don't want no lozenges. So I just gave it to the first guy I seen, and then the boys in the unit were like, hey, where's the box? I said, what box? I said, where's the box of lozenges? I was like, I just gave it to the dude over there. And they're like, ah! And then
that was currency, man.
And not to make a joke about this, but that guy got a hiding. He had to give the box back.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's how, I was like, oh, for real? I was like, oh, sorry, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, well, at least you knew for the second time you went in.
Yeah, but the thing about jail, and
are you going to glorify it?
I'm not glorifying it. This is the truth.
Yeah.
This is just the truth.
Yeah.
You can get whatever you want in there.
There's people that can get it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I was vaping in there.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Oh, buzzy.
Yeah.
You got vending machines in there?
No, but I got a special treat on my birthday.
Oh, yeah, that's cute.
Obviously, it's not that way for everybody.
Yeah. But so you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
but, corrections is obviously aware of it.
Yeah.
I mean,
they just pick their battles.
I mean,
it's not worth it, right? If they're like, oh, isn't it causing no harm to anyone?
When you're locked up 23 hours a day, which was a thing.
Yeah.
It was funny because I was in there during COVID, the whole COVID thing. So it was properly, you go in there, you isolate for 2 weeks in a cell by yourself, and then you come out, you go to the unit, blah, blah, blah. The second time I went back in, it's like 2023, and they're still doing this COVID stuff. I'm like, hey, come on now. You got to stop playing that game. Do you guys just not have staff? No, yeah, we're understaffed.
Because the people inside won't know.
Yeah.
But then you, who's come in later, gone, everyone's kind of moved forward now.
They didn't start doing visitors till like 2023.
Oh, wow.
Which is, I mean...
That's a year later.
And I know people listening are going, oh, do the crime, do the time. I get it.
Yeah.
But, there's still people in there.
They're still humans.
Oh, it depends on the crime. Sometimes I'm like, nah. Nah, bolt.
See, and that's another good segue into what we're talking about today. Just people we've met throughout our life. And also, I know that, you said, you can some people can get whatever they want in jail. But if you got all of that, but you had the choice between all of that and freedom, you're going to pick freedom, right? You're going to pick being out.
Oh, every day of the week.
Yeah.
Every day of the week. Here's a messed up thing, because when you're in there and you're in a cell and you're on 23-hour lockdown, sometimes it's they call it a split regime. So because they're understaffed, you either get let out for your 1 hour in the morning, or you get let out for your 1 hour in the afternoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Do you pick or not?
Nah, they usually go, oh, this is when I was at Wirri Men's Jail in South Auckland. And they're like, oh, yeah. So they'll just announce over the speaker, okay, Wing 2, you're out in the morning, and then Wing 1, you're locked up, and then vice versa.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But sometimes you can convince the guard when he walks past, because they have this kiosk where you order your food. And you top up your phone card on that kiosk, or you read important mail from your lawyer on that kiosk. So the guard might walk past and you go, hey, how are you, man? How's the family? And I good. Because, not to be an egg, but they know who I am.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, hey, man, I can't believe you're on the radio now. You're here.
What a contrast.
And then, they come past. So I think it was like after the second week, I started talking to the guard at the door, and he goes, sorry. And I was like, what do you mean sorry? I can't talk to you. It's like, oh. I eventually find a guard who'll tell me what's going on, and they had a file note on me.
Yeah.
That I am very persuasive and manipulative. Be careful. And then
I love that it's in your file note, and then they have to tell the guards that.
Yeah.
He's like, he will try his Jedi mind games on you.
No.
Please let me have morning and afternoon outside time.
No, but the guy that told me, it was all good. Like, you know, it's weird because in Australia, like the guys in Australia, when they go to jail, they say, that's a no-no. Like, you can't talk to the guards. They're basically cops. You know, if you talk to the guards, you're a dog.
Yeah.
But over here, it's normal. You know, you get along with the guards. You try and come up with a way where no one, you know, there's no issues. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Because at the end of the day, the guys making policy in Parliament, they're not here trying to
work it out.
Yeah. So these guys have made up their own rules where they're like, okay, I don't want to get hurt here as a guard. I want to go hurt on my family. This job does not pay well. Yeah, I got to be here with some of the most dangerous people in New Zealand. Obviously, I'm not one of them. And I would always remind them, like, hey man, you know me. You've listened to me on the radio.
Even though my file says, I promise you, I'm not. Yeah. And again, they just like you said, they're just doing their job.
Yeah.
They just want to get home to their families.
Yeah.
Like, let's just find a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
I still rather not go to jail though.
Oh, 100. I don't ever want to see jail again. But I've got this feeling.
No.
No. I'm just being straight up.
God, you need a support person that follows you around.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Oh.
But I just have this feeling like something's going to happen. I don't know why. I don't understand why. But I'm just prefacing it here so we know and we can go back to this.
Only 4 episodes in and he's giving me a warning now.
No. But yeah,
Well, no, I'm glad we addressed that because a lot of people were messaging us asking like what jail was like. And obviously you met people in there, so it's still on theme for today's podcast. But
I didn't really experience, I wouldn't say I experienced jail like normal people because
your circumstances were different.
I was looked after. I went into the unit the first time, the boys looked after me. I'm grateful for that. And the second time around, you kind of know the system.
Yeah.
It wasn't you. So, you know.
They're like, hey, welcome back.
Yeah. It was funny because, you know, it's not funny. But when I got sentenced the second time around, you walk to the back and the guards are trying not to laugh because I made jokes the last time I left. Because I was like, never seen you guys again. And they're like, oh, don't say that. And then it was the same guys that came back. They're like, hey, remember that time? I was like, I said, this is not the time or place to make jokes, man.
This dude out here looking like a veteran of jail. Oh, my God.
But jail's, honestly, jail's goofy, man. Like, you don't want to go there. You don't want to. If you don't have to go there, don't go there. I never wanted to go. I'm not one of those guys who dreams of going there and making a name. I just went there like, damn it. Like there's things I had to do on the outside.
And a few setbacks.
Yeah.
It was when you went to jail, my mum told me, she was like, oh, is Nate back inside now? I was like, yeah. And my mum loves you. She goes, it reminds me of her uncle, who used to just go commit a crime so you could go in and have his Christmas dinner and then they'd let him out a couple of days later. I was like, a little bit different, Mum. A little bit different.
You know, here's the other thing. You know when you go through it?
Yeah.
I'm going to sound like I don't want people to hate us.
Yeah.
Or me.
What is it?
But the guys in jail, it's not a big deal.
Well, no, obviously they expected that was going to happen.
But also their families don't think it's a big deal.
Oh, that's sad though.
No, like, oh, how long you got? Oh, I might get parole in 8 months. Or they're like, ain't nothing but a little time.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But, you know, when we watch it on the news, it was so hard. Like the second time I went in, but I was like, I know how this goes. Cool. Let me just do this. Let me ring my lawyer. Like, it was a possibility.
God, it just adds so much life admin to you, though, that's unnecessary.
Yeah. But I think, and this is going to be a bold statement, I think everyone should go to jail for at least a week.
You said previously, if you don't need to go to jail, don't go to jail.
No, without committing a crime.
Oh, just to experience what it's like inside.
Let there be a way for you. I mean, not everyone needs a reminder that life is precious or that time is important. But there's something about going in there and not having a cell phone. Granted, there are, if you want a cell phone, you can get a cell phone. That's jail.
Yeah.
But when you go in there and you just detox from socials, you just detox from people.
Yeah.
Like when you come out, it's sensory overload because there's like ping, ping, everything, notification, da da da, people ringing, people texting. When you go on there, it's so nice that first you just.
Because life slows down where you can focus on yourself a little bit more.
It's like watching TV in the 80s.
Oh, wow.
Because you come out of your cell the next day for your hour and everybody's talking about Shortland Street.
Stop it. You're making jail sound like a beautiful 5-star resort,
No.
Because that's actually what I want in my life is a bit of detox, but I don't want to go to jail for it.
No, but figure out a way to get rid of your phone for a month or two. If it's not important, man. It's a great way to recharge whatever it is that you need to.
Yeah, love that. All right, so we got that out of the way, and hopefully that answered a lot of your questions about people asking, what was it like? And obviously there'll be more stories that come from that if they spark in Nate's mind or memory. But we wanted to really focus on some of the characters we've met. So we've introduced you to Maka, who did steroids, and Nate's encouraging him to get a refund.
He's a church pastor now, by the way.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, shout out to him.
Amen.
Happily married.
Oh, I love that.
Got kids. I don't think he could have had kids if he had real steroids, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's doing well.
Well done, Maka.
Yeah. Shout brother.
Now some notable people that that you would have heard of that we've bumped into in our journey. Do you remember Nate and I used to have this rule, and I don't know at what part of the My Morning crew this started or when the Nickson and Nate brand started, but if someone came through, because we would get offered interviews all the time. I was telling the team this the other day. When a request would come through, it's like, do you want to interview this person? I think it was Nate that would just go on there and go, so-and-so wants to come on the show. 0800 win my if you want to hear from them, yes or no. And then we would decide whether or not we would take the interview based off their response.
Oh, yeah, 100.
So if people text through no, then we'd be like, sorry.
And we used to decline whoever it was, the record label on air.
Yeah.
So we'd just ring them like, I think it was Angie at the time at Sony.
Yeah. Like, sorry.
It's like, hey, Angie. And she's like, hey. I was like, by the way, you're on radio. She's like, what? What for? I'm like, the public don't want to hear from the artist you're trying to sell us.
But just letting you know.
Yeah.
But the interviews we did take, we were quite open to the energy that they would bring to the room and bring to the show. Like, we're always cautious about who we brought onto the show because, again, the people that were listening every day deserve top quality. Yeah. And, we didn't want anyone wrecking the flow of that. But, man, the ones we thought were cool and we let them on the radio, some of them, oh, my gosh.
DJ Severe introduced me to a TV show. And it featured a song that blew up because of this TV show. I'm trying to remember the name of it. But it was Aloe Blacc. And the song was I Need $1.
Oh, How to Make It in America.
That's the TV show.
Yeah,
I watched
HBO.
the first season. And they never made another one after the first season.
Yeah, finished up.
But amazing. I was like, what? This is, and every time that song would hit in the intro, I would just love the track. Because, that's basically everyone.
I need $1. Sorry, I don't know why I started singing along to
man, this ain't the My Morning crew. Man.
Yeah, sorry, it's not karaoke Friday, mate.
But yeah, so when we got told, hey, you want to talk to Aloe Blacc? Hell yeah.
And he only had that song at the time, I think.
I think the man just came out.
Oh, that's right. And he came to New Zealand to do a concert or a show.
Yeah.
They put in the request. We accepted it. And God, it just started off on such a bad foot. He was late, and then he came in with all these security guards.
Yeah.
And then the mics went on, and we started recording the interview for the next day. And this dude wouldn't take off his sunglasses. And then it got to the point where we couldn't hear what he was saying because he wasn't talking into the microphone. And that's when Nate was like, I've had enough. And what did you say to him?
When we tell the story, I have to apologize for my part to play in this because I was stressed out at the time. I had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
Which obviously came out to the world.
And it makes sense now.
Yeah. But this guy came in with this real bad energy. And I feel sorry for the music label rep who came with them because she's lovely, beautiful woman, always kind to us. But the way this guy walked in, he came in with this trench coat, with this cashmere knitted, what do you call it, a scarf.
Yeah.
He had his top hat on.
Like a fedora top hat
and his aviators. So he walks in, he doesn't say hello. He doesn't even look at us.
Yeah.
He just walks and makes a beeline for the mic in front of him.
That's right.
And Nickson, being the cool guy, nice guy he is, he's like, hey, how you doing, man? Such a pleasure to have you in here. This is before we start recording. This guy doesn't even acknowledge Nickson. And he's just waiting for the show to be recorded or the interview to be recorded. So I'm looking at this guy and I'm really getting bad vibes, you know? And I was just come from a bender.
So Nate's already on edge. Already on edge.
You know, I'm coming straight from the club. I'm in there, I'm on the mic, and I'm like, I didn't want to be there. I was like, oh yeah, let's record this thing. So he starts talking during the interview, or testing the mic, and Nickson says to Aloe Blacc, hey, is it right if you can move closer to the mic?
Yeah, just get it nice and intimate with it so people can hear you.
And then this ball bags says to Nickson, why don't you move the mic closer to me?
And before I could even say anything, Nate stands up out of his chair and looks at him and says, get out.
I said,
Get out.
I wasn't going to swear on this, but what I actually said was, the fuck you say? And then I said, get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly the quote.
And then the record label was, what's going on? What's going on? I said, get him out of here before I fuck him up. And then he was like, I'm leaving.
And no, I think at that point he looked at his security guards.
Yeah. But his guards knew who I was.
Because they were part of they were New Zealand security guards. They were Pacific Islanders, and they were like, if Nate said go, let's go. And I was like, this guy.
Yeah.
But I will never, ever forget that. Like, I think that's up there with one of the worst, meeting him.
Yeah.
And then we had bands come through.
It's a shame because I think he's talented. And, you know, if there was a way we could bring him back and just have a reunion or get baptized.
Born again.
Yeah.
Fresh start. And then, you know, then there was funnier moments that weren't so awkward. More funny for us, awkward for the guests. But do you, hopefully you remember this and go Spotify it in your own time. But that band Magic.
They were huge here.
They used to sing that Rude song.
Can you give us a taste?
No, because this is not the My Morning Crew. This is not karaoke Friday.
But I feel like this is a song that people don't really know.
Is that, why you gotta be so rude?
I can't believe you sang that.
No, you're a bastard, I swear to God.
But that's the song.
That's the song. Anyway, they came in, they wanted an interview. And we're like, oh yeah, this dude's, his resume looks cool. He wrote that Mistletoe song for Bieber. Like, he was out there. I think the Common Kings co-signed them as in, like, they're good people.
Because they were here to promo Ragamuffin.
Yes.
Remember Ragamuffin?
Ragamuffin.
It was a thing before One Love.
Yeah.
And then One Love had that issue with the guy.
And then Ragamuffin had money issues. Got festivals. So then we took that interview because we love the Common Kings and they're good people. And then they were like, yeah, no, these guys are all good. And when an artist comes through, we love it if they can sing a live version of their song.
Yeah.
And so what we learned in that journey is that some artists are really good at singing on tape, like when it's recorded, but not when it's live. And they were so flat. They were so flat.
I don't know if this is like a...
And Nate and I started cracking up laughing.
No, what we did is we egged them on.
That's right.
They
was like, oh, mean, sing another song.
I don't know what the term is. I don't know what the English term is.
Gaslighting?
Might be.
Okay.
But it's such a thing that we do in our community, whether you're Māori or Pacifica or whatever. You know, when you can tell someone's useless at their job, you're like, oh my God, bro, you're more, give us more. And they were getting hyped up and loving the feedback. And they just kept singing. As I've matured, I've realized that was a really mean thing to do.
But funny at the time.
Yeah.
But man, yeah, so they sung flat as. I mean, there's been so many people that we've met along the way. Like, those are the two stories that really stand out. Oh
no. Brian McKnight.
Oh, yeah, Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight is probably the dirtiest motherfucker I've ever met.
Yeah, that dude, man. I can't listen to his songs properly anymore.
Excuse me for my language. It was necessary to describe Brian McKnight. If you've never heard of him and you only heard his music from, say, the 90s to the early 2000s.
Everyone's heard Back at One.
Yeah. He sounds like a romantic guy who is the perfect man, who's all about love and protecting the person you love. We found out from his own security team that he was nothing like that.
No.
So when he came to Auckland, we might have to put anyway
a censor on this.
Yeah, wait. My daughter's like in the Sadie, can you go stand outside for like a minute and look at me, and I'll tell you when to come back inside. Okay?
Daddy's got to share a story there.
Yeah.
It's not good for for younger ears.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we've just turned the speakers down.
Okay, so Brian McKnight.
Oh, I'm very interested on how much of this you're going to share.
Why?
Because this is a hectic story.
It's a crazy story.
It's hectic. Go.
So this is 2010. Brian McKnight comes to do a show at the Civic in Auckland City.
It's not defamation if it's true, eh?
It's paid. Yeah.
Unless Brian McKnight subscribes.
Hey, if he comes at us, he comes at us.
Yeah. Good promo.
Yeah. But Brian McKnight does a show at the Civic, and then post-show, he goes and parties at a nightclub called Code.
Yeah, that's right. Throwback.
In Auckland City. I think it's on Shortland Street. There's actually a Shortland Street if you didn't know.
Yeah.
There's just no hospital there. But it's in the
city.
CBD here in Auckland. So anyway, Brian McKnight parties at Code. And I'm there. A couple of the security usos I know, they were there. And they come to me and they go, hey, are you all right to get home? And I was like, hey, we all came together. And they're like, nah, this guy wants to go back to his hotel. I was like, oh yeah, no, all good. So they leave and I carry on partying at Code with the rest of the MyFM team. And they take Brian McKnight back to his hotel. But then I see one of the punters that they left with, who's also a girl from, not from MyFM, but from that clubbing scene back in the day. And I thought, oh, look at her. Oh, good on her. She's single now. She was in a long-term relationship and she's just partying and now she's off with Brian McKnight. Yeah, you know.
Cute. Yeah, bucket list.
Yeah, power to her.
Yeah.
We carry on partying and then it's like 3 a.m. And we're like, oh yeah, we should go now. Let's go grab a pie or something. So we leave and we go to one of those 24/7 convenience stores on Queen Street.
Yeah.
And I'm walking toward this place and I see the minivan that's there to take Brian McKnight around. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I thought they left ages ago. So I carry on walking to the convenience store and I go inside and I see the two usos like just standing outside the van and I'm like, hey, is Brian in there? No, me talking on our first name. Like, hey,
is Brian in there?
And they're like, no, he's back at the hotel. I was like, oh, and you guys not with him? He goes, no, we had to come do something. I was like, oh, no, all good. So I walk into the dairy, the convenience store, and then I see the girl that left with Brian McKnight, and she's standing at the counter.
This story is wild, people, honestly.
So I grab my pies from the pie warmer. I grab me a V, and then I stand there and I'm waiting for, this girl to do her shopping at the counter. And then she looks at me and she goes, oh my God. I was like, I said, no, you're good, sis.
Take your time.
She goes, oh no, I'm so embarrassed. And I go, no, what are you embarrassed for? I'm getting a pie too. She goes, I'm not getting a pie. And I look over and she's holding two of those disposable Bic razors. I'm like, everything all good, sis? And she goes, yep. So she buys her razors and then she walks out. I buy my pies and I walk out and then she was trying to, she felt like she needed to justify herself to me. So as I walk out the door, she goes, look, I'm just going to be honest. And I go, what is it? She goes, Brian doesn't like a hairy. Okay, I got to go.
Brian wanted her to shave it before he...
And that's... I'm like, God, this...
Before he did anything. That's a wild story, eh?
I was sort of angry at the sister. I was like, why even bother? Be yourself.
Yeah. But also, again, tick it off. Yeah, but every time, I can't listen to his music now without that story going through my head.
It all makes sense, because I don't know if you've seen stories about Brian McKnight recently. He's kind of lost the plot. So his actual biological kids... He's saying that they were born out of sin. So he doesn't recognize them anymore, like his actual kids.
Oh, wow.
And the new lady in his life that he married, she had already come along with kids. And he goes, these are the kids that God wanted for me. They're not my biological kids, but I claim them as my children.
Oh, wow, that's heavy.
Yeah. So he's completely... I think he's been blacklisted from a lot of R&B events because he used to be a gospel singer, just a romantic R&B singer. Now he's on stage saying, pop that pussy.
Oh, yeah. And also, isn't this dude like over 50?
Hey,
Come on,
man,
tidy up your language.
let's not be ageist because I feel like that's when I'm going to hit my prime.
Yeah, and we're so close to it.
Yeah.
We're so close to that age.
So that's Brian McKnight. That's
Aloe
Aloe Blacc.
Blacc, Rude, Magic, that band.
Have you noticed that the most problematic people we've met are singers?
Yeah, singers. Nah, we've had a rapper.
Who?
Shout out to the Also Poetic.
Oh.
You know, he's a subscriber to the podcast. Got a lot of love for that dude.
You know, we get along so well.
Well, I feel like I get along with him now real well too.
Yeah.
But at the start, it was a little bit hectic.
It wasn't always that way.
And I'm sure he will laugh about it now too, because obviously we've got nothing but love for him because he's a very, very talented man. But he had so much beef with us and we didn't know why.
Couldn't figure it out.
And then he was like, I'm not doing an interview. You know, I'm not talking to those guys, Me and Nate looking at each other going, what? Like, I don't know the dude.
Yeah.
At that point, we didn't. Anyway.
I bumped into him at an event
Yeah.
that David Dallas, I think it was like one of the first shenanigans.
Oh, yeah.
And it was awesome. And then I saw him, I was like, yeah, good chance to go see what this is about.
Yeah.
So when I told him, he goes, nah, also. Nah, he got no love for our people. I was like, what? What's going on here?
And then something happened where he had to come through, and then he was like, oh, wrong guys. And you're like, come on, man, what?
So the people he was angry at were radio announcers, but it wasn't us.
Yeah, it wasn't us.
No.
Yeah, and so anyway, we got all that swept under the rug, and now, sweet as. I see him at the markets, I see him making his music. Like, he's doing big things and always showing us love too, so.
Shout out to the Also Bass that as like his brother, they gave me a free Poetic shirt.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Yeah. I wanted to pay for it, but they're like, no. Yeah.
And a good tease too.
Yeah.
A real good tease. So now there's a rapper. Who else? I mean, you wouldn't put him in the same boat as like a Brian McKnight, but DJ 09. If you ever get to sit down with DJ 09, he has got the best stories. This guy is the ultimate download save. He's seen so much in his life, so much that people wish he didn't see, but he's seen a lot. He should write a book.
He, what's his situation?
He works at Flavor now.
Yeah, how did that? Obviously, I was in jail at the time, but like, what happened there? Wasn't he working at My FM?
Yeah, he was, and then he decided that he was off to do other things, and now I think he DJs the Warriors now, so he does that too.
He hates the Warriors, though.
Yeah, but hey, whatever pays the bills.
Oh, yeah, Buzzy.
Whatever pays the bills.
Yeah.
Yeah. We met Enrique Iglesias. I got to sing with him.
That was when he still had a mole, eh?
Yeah, and then he got rid of that, eh?
Is he still going out with Anna?
Kornikova.
Yeah.
Oh, I love how this dude thinks he's on first name basis with all these celebrities, eh?
How's Anne?
Yeah. But no, I mean, ultimately, the ones that I think we were open about the Aloe Blacc one on the radio. Magic was like an internal thing where we were just laughing at ourselves. And obviously, you know, we wouldn't do that now because they classed that as bullying. And then the Brian McKnight story, I thought we were all going to go to the grave with that story. But again, the people that subscribe, you get the exclusives.
Yeah.
Actually, before we wrap it up today, this only just came to mind now, and I don't know how I forgot this, but Fast Crew. Have I ever shared this story with you about Fast Crew?
I know who they are.
Yeah. So this is a group. They sung their "I Got" song. They were big in like the early 2000s. All right.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
The culture vultures.
Yeah, they were out there rapping and saying they're from the streets when they did their video clip in Howick. You know, like. Up to you. You know, you do your thing. But this was such a funny, now that I look back at it, serious at the time, but such a funny encounter. At the time, my girlfriend at the time was friends with the girl in the group.
Oh, yeah.
And I got invited to a house party where they were all at. And you know me, I don't really get starstruck. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is what it is. You do your thing, whatever. I said hello to the girl in the group. And her boyfriend at the time that was in the group, I think his name was Diablo, he... was like, you talking to my missus? And I was like, I was just saying hi. And then he grabbed me, like by the shirt, and then he pushed me and hung me over a balcony, like a deck.
No way.
It wasn't like high, but it was off a deck that needed a barrier, right? So it was that high. And he was like, don't talk to my missus, and was just like abusing the hell out of me. And I was like, nah, screw this. So I'm going home. At the time, I was like, man, I'm being a real little bitch here. Like, I should have stepped up, but I was like, no, I'm going to play chess with this. I ended up coming to work that next day, and at that time, I was looking after the music, and I went into the whole database where every radio station pulls from, and I deleted every one of their songs.
No way.
And then I rung Flavor and I think I rung DJ Manchu at the time, and I was like, bro, do me a solid. Can you just delete every Fast Crew song?
Yeah.
And in radio today, you will never find a Fast Crew song.
No
You
way.
will never hear one on the radio.
That's your work?
That's my work.
Damn.
I mean, petty.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it was real awkward when Dane Rumble started his solo career and he came in. I was like, you still messing with that guy with the bald head?
Yeah.
He goes, no, I'm doing my own thing now. Okay, you're fine.
Man, I wonder what they're up to now.
Yeah, I hope they're good now. I hope they've changed their ways.
Hey, but you're a little bitch. I'm glad that it's out there now.
Yeah.
I think the best place to be is to have no skeletons.
Yeah.
So, mine's all out there for the world to see. Like, I've always been told you get 3 lives.
Yeah.
You have your public life, which is usually, what everyone gets to see on your socials, or you're out there and you talk, and whatever small talk happens, that's
Yeah.
your public life. You got your private life, which is what you do at home.
Yeah.
And then you have your secret life, which is, what I was doing.
Is everyone supposed to have 3?
I know everyone has 3.
I don't have 3. I don't have.
The things that you look at that you think no one else will ever know, and your inner thoughts that you think nobody else will ever hear, that is your secret life.
Oh, I get you. Yeah.
So those pages you're looking at night,
No.
incognito, that's your secret life.
No.
And, it's the best feeling in the world when it's all out there.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying about this is, I think there's a person from your secret life that we should talk about.
Who?
Nah, that's for the next episode.
I'm trying to figure out who it is now.
We worked with her.
Oh, Lily.
No, Lily, no.
Oh, because I haven't.
Next episode, I'm going to invite her into the show.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
God. It's going to make it awkward again. Anyway, thank you for subscribing. If there's anything you want us to talk about or anything you're like, I wish these guys would touch on this because I was listening at this certain point in Radio Journey, or if there's just any questions, make sure you put them in that subscription box on Spotify because you can ask questions there and we'll try and get through them all.
Cool.